Welcome and thank you for joining us today.
We're Derps and Burps, the podcast for all gamers, spiritual souls, and creative minds out there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our podcast. It is your host, Steffu.
And Julia.
And together we are Derps and Burps. And again, we promise to make a new intro. Like every week. At one point it's going to happen.
To be fair, guys, at least I don't know if you saw it, but we revamped our profile pic
Socials,
and banners.
Yeah. Thank you, Steffi, for that.
On social media, because I had ich hatte einen kreativen Erguss and then I just did it all.
Yeah,
at least we did that.
Yeah, Steffu just remade everything basically. At least visually, it looks like it's not Christmas anymore. So thank you so much for that. I think we talked about that last episode already.
Yeah.
You're not listening to the same episode as last week. In case you're wondering what today's topic is, if you haven't read the title yet because you're a pleb and you just have it on autoplay, that's fine. Today, I can't speak. No, today's episode is about ChatGPT. So in case you haven't heard from it yet, there's a lot of AI going around. You can ask AI to write things for you. And we played a little bit. So honest to God, what we did today, we were like farming ideas for new podcast episodes, and we came up with a few cool ones. And then I don't know, I think I just started talking about how I wrote some sponsorship applications with the help of ChatGPT. And then I was talking again about Noah Sebastian, you know, my current obsession here in the background. And then I was telling Steffi how I actually got obsessed with him. Long story short, I had so I often dream about things that I just immediately watch before I fall asleep. And I was already on my For You page on TikTok. It was already filled with Noah Sebastian. At this point, I wasn't fully obsessed yet. I was like, oh yeah, cool dude. But it was not like cardboard cutout kind of obsessed yet. And anyway, I saw something of him before falling asleep. Had a really intense, cool dream about it. There was kind of a fan fiction about him, more or less, right? That made me fall for this man. So it was a dream, obviously. The universe wanted me to do that. And then we were talking with Steffi and Fudge that we could let actually ChatGPT write fan fictions for us. And as you know, Steffi and me, we get obsessed with guys online that we will never be able to probably even meet or have a conversation in our life with. So what better thing to do than let ChatGPT write fan fiction about our favorite characters or persons online with us. And we let it write it, and we didn't read the fan fiction yet. And later on, Steffi's gonna read out the fan fiction ChatGPT wrote for me and Noah, and I'm gonna read the one out for you with Steffi and what's his name?
Hyunjin from Stray Kids.
Hyunjin from Stray Kids, exactly. So yeah, that's here for you today.
Giggle.
Oh my god, anyway, we're two 14-year-old girls obsessing about a new idol online. It's fine.
I don't know if you did it, but Wattpad, I was reading fan fiction about boy bands since One Direction. I think I started with One Direction, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys know the movie that came out because of that fan fiction, which is called After. And After is a fan fiction about Harry Styles and a girl. And she obviously had to change all the names in her Wattpad fan fiction back then because it's not allowed to use celebrity names for these
really?
if they get published as a book. Yes. So she had just changed the names of the guys for the book, and then the book got permission to become a movie, to make a movie out of it. So yeah,
was it actually with Harry Styles then?
It was.
Did he play in it?
Yes, he was.
I didn't even know that.
You were the main character. You're like,
That
was so popular back then.
I didn't even know
My
that.
sister and I just screamed over this shit so hard. What was it? 2015, 8 years ago.
See, the thing for me is I didn't know for the longest time what fan fiction was. I was not always on Reddit and those kind of things, right?
Julia, we're fucking old. Reddit didn't exist back then.
Yeah, of course. But like, I just wanted to say how I got in contact with fanfiction, for the first time. So, for me, it happened when I started streaming. I think, like as I said, like I have my 10-year anniversary this year. And it was my 10-year anniversary. It was not my 10-year anniversary. I just started streaming 10 years ago, and I think it was Martin that was reading or talking about fanfiction. It was like, what is fanfiction, right? No. So basically what they did, I need to see if I can find this again, but I don't know who it was that wrote it, if it was Donger or Martin, or it was somebody from chat that then for fun wrote a fanfiction about Martin, Nathan, Day, me, and something else. But in the end, it was like a huge salami party. So it was like a gay fan fiction about Martin, Day, and Nathan, I think, if I remember correctly. And I was just like a spectator, I think, in that fanfiction. It was just like a short thing. But anyway, that's how I learned what fanfiction was. I thought, I never knew that was actually like something sexual or romantic, or can be something sexual and romantic. So yeah, that's how I kind of got in touch with it. And then later on, there was a viewer of mine that started, I'm not going to say any names, but that started writing fanfiction about me, and also about some other people from my stream. That was,
but you know this person, like you know who it was.
Yeah, so that made it a little bit weird, so it's like, okay. I mean, it's fine if you don't know who writes it. If you know who's write it, it makes it awkward. That also makes me realize that it makes me fucking creepy as fuck.
For Noah?
For liking potentially liking the fanfiction that ChatGPT wrote about me and Noah. So it just makes me realize that it's actually cringe as fuck. But anyway, we're just fantasizing here. We're just two horrible women liking men online.
Yeah. And let ChatGPT write fantasy stories all day long.
It's not our story. It's not our story. It's
exactly.
ChatGPT,
it's not.
It's not us. It's not us. We're just reading it.
It did it.
It did it for us. AI did it. It's all it.
We can't change it.
Exactly. We're just reading it out. Anyway, so if you haven't tried ChatGPT yet, we're gonna let the link for you in the description. It's basically an AI that you can ask to write different things for it. For example, I have dyslexia. I'm on top of that really bad with writing any sort of text. So I nowadays really enjoy using it, for example, for writing emails. For the simple reason, again, dyslexia, and I'm bad at writing text. So I always let it phrase an email for me first, and then I change it in a way that sounds more like me. Because I will usually take like up to an hour to write like a 5-sentence email, just because I'm always like questioning myself. Oh, is that the way you write it? Does that sound too polite? Does that sound too harsh? Like, I'm always overthinking things like that. So I take that now to write like the base, and then I just change those kind of things. But you can use it for many things. Can be really helpful.
Basically, search engine. It's faster. Like the pros of it with Google, right? You sometimes don't even know how to phrase things. And then you don't get good results. You have to scroll through all the results. Then there's the first few pages that are sponsored anyways, because people pay for the ads and to be on the first page and stuff. And with ChatGPT, it just takes so much from the internet. And then if you have a question, it just gives you the stats right away. And then you can go deeper into it. So the more you provide it with information, the more it learns and gives you more specific stuff. So it's just this shit's insane, guys.
Yeah,
you can use it for everything.
Like it's also like it can program for you. Like there's a lot of people that I know that work in programming that you can ask the AI to like you give it a certain how do you say, like parameter, like, or you give them a certain case that needs to be solved. Like, I need an app where I need some code that does, like, this is the final result that a code should do, and it codes it for you. And it is really
recipes,
insane.
Everything.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
I like tomato, I like this and this. Give me a good recipe, and it
I have
just
this and this left in my fridge.
exactly.
Make me a meal. What meal can I cook out of this? It is actually really really nice. It's also very scary for a lot of people. There's a lot of people afraid of their jobs in the future. Obviously, like for example, programmers, because like you can do it so easy under quotation marks. But the way I think it should be looked at, it is something that in the future will help humans do their job faster and better, right? Because I think there's still human supervision needed for things like that. Like it can create those things, but you always need to like double check and make sure that those things are actually like correct working the way they should be, and so on and so on. So in my opinion, from my point of view, the way it's looking right now at this point of time, I think it is a nice addition to what we have right now in our time. And I think it's really helpful. Like obviously those kind of things can also be used in negative ways.
As always, as everything
in life. So yeah. But anyway, we decided to use it for something fun today because we're just fucking around, and we thought like, you know what? We were laughing our asses off with the things that we did earlier already. So we're like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to make an episode out of that. We have a lot of other cool episode ideas for you already for the next few weeks. So let's now just have fun with ChatGPT. Before that, we're going to update you what's new in our lives. And then we're going to go straight into our fanfictions, and we will probably discuss them afterwards as well, right?
Of course.
Of course. So, Steffi, what's new in life? What happened last week?
What's new in life? Monday was my job meeting for the yearly street food season. We talked about a lot of things. Seemed like there's more structure this year. Turns out it's not. It's the same as every year. I've been doing it for 8 years now with the same bunch of people, with my 2 bosses. I just know them by now. And I know some things just won't change, which is funny. It's nothing that's too, too bothering. It's just, you just laugh about it at this point. So, but beside that, I also told them that I have another job interview, because I had the job interview for the other job as well the previous week on Thursday. And depending on how this turns out, we have to think of a way how we handle everything then. So I had this job interview on Thursday. I was there. I was talking to my potential new future boss, and he's super chill. We're just casually talking about everything, and he just showed me about the tasks, like what they do, how they do it, how they usually do the planning and everything.
You want to say what type of
media? It's a social media manager job. Yeah. And yeah, he showed me that, and then after that, he was like, "Yeah, how's it looking? Can you start on the 17th of April?" And I was like, it was so fast all of a sudden, right? I just thought it was a second interview for the second round of people, and then apparently either it was just me playing or a lot of people and the others didn't fit, because I know they had applications from Germany as well. And they want someone who's here, because obviously you have to be there every now and then, meeting with the customers, right? The socializing is still important. So yeah, and he was like, "Okay, can you start on the 17th?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Like the trial month starts on the 17th of April, and everything just happened so fast. And then he just said, "Yeah, welcome, blah blah blah." And I already met someone else as well from the agency, and I went out there, and I was just like going back to the tram station. I was like, "Okay, what just happened? How do I handle everything now?" Because I was almost freaking out, because I didn't expect
sad.
it to
I couldn't take the phone call because
don't worry at all. I called my mom, and I was like, "Okay, Mom, this is the state. I got the job. How do we handle everything now? Because with the street food, and how do I do it? It's been, I have a very strong connection to my boss as well. Like one of my bosses is almost like my second dead.
At the street food market, you
at
mean
the
now,
street
right?
food market, yes. And we've been working together for 8 years now. And the thing is, everything is great beside a few things, but you can't have pros without cons in any job, right?
Yeah,
And
you always
what
gonna have
I
fun.
yeah, and what I really needed now after 8 years is just I needed a bit of change. And for my personal development, that's the only reason why I wanted to do this, or why I wanted to like change up a few things
Mm-hmm.
in my career, with my career, job wise. So I was scared in the beginning because then again, imposter syndrome kicked in, right? I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? This
Nobody
kind of
knows
stuff.
what they're doing, Steffi, anywhere.
I know, but I'm always thinking, I'm just telling them, yeah, I saw everything they do, and it's basically what we do for the podcast, just more organized, because there's money behind it as well, right? With budgeting, planning, stories, reels, posts, whatever it is. Like it's what we do, just in a bit of a bigger scale. That's basically it.
Maybe you can learn something for us as well. Like
yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
So this is only like something for my own development, because I want to know more about the whole financial parts behind that, the analytics, etc., etc. And it's gonna be great. I know I can handle it. It's just me panicking, because I was like, okay, I don't even know if I can do this. But yeah, this is
you're gonna
what
do
the
amazing.
trial month is for.
I mean,
right?
there's a reason why they hired you off the spot. You know what I mean? At the second interview. So like, I wouldn't be worried. Did you like show them social media wise what you did already, like with the podcast and stuff?
A portfolio, and I added our podcast in like to the portfolio. I even added the whole photo shooting stuff we did, the professional photo shootings we did, like I did with you, for you. Then my own whole corporate design stuff for social media, and my bachelor's thesis, because that was a very pretty one as well. So things like that. I'm not sure if I edit my socials, because with all the other stuff, I wasn't sure if I should do it. But at some point, he found me on the internet.
Of course.
And he just, like, in the first interview, he even asked me about everything I do, right, with video gaming and stuff, because he has absolutely no clue, and he finds it very interesting how this works and how this world works. And then he just he asked me about this, and said, yeah, I saw you have almost like 10,000 followers on Twitch, and I wasn't sure at this point if I edit my social media there. I was like, okay, yeah, I don't know where you got it from, because I wasn't sure anymore. But yeah, probably did. So yeah, we were talking about all of this. Long story short, I started on the 17th of April, have my trial, and I try to help out at the street food market if I can, like once or twice a month. And so they don't like get flooded with everything without me, because it was in the middle of the start of the season. Still have to talk to Stefan about it, because we obviously have to like legally handle that, right? Calculated everything for the taxes and stuff as well with my aunt already, how this would work and stuff like this. So everything is fine. I'm not becoming a criminal. Yeah, beside that, I'm very excited for it. It's still like, you know, I'm probably, and I know I will be very nervous on the 17th, because obviously new environment, everything's new, right? It's like, oh my God, okay. Beside that, first street food market was this weekend. First day was fucking tough. My colleague and I, which is also called Julia, were like, oh my God, this is so tough already. It's the first street market. How do we handle the whole season? And then I was always also struggling with like telling them, right? Because I had to tell them. And then on Friday, Gerhard and I were talking about anything in the truck. And then I just said to him, I have to confess something, Gerhard. I got the job. And then we talked about it. And he also said, like, he totally understands that I just want to see more, or want to do more, and we will find a way. Is easy going.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, beside that, it was Max's birthday when you hear this episode already. We probably celebrated on the weekend, and you gotta hear about this in the next episode. That's about it.
You wanna
for me,
spoil
from my
us
side.
what you gonna gift Max for his birthday?
He just gets money. He wants money from everyone. Because student, right? Young,
yeah, obviously.
dumb, and broke.
Young, dumb, and broke.
He needs
like
he needs
all
the
of
money.
us.
Yeah, he needs the money, so we collect money for him. And I'll just wrap it up in a cute way. Like last year I did the boat with the sand and everything, and put the money in as little boats, right? And this year I need to check. So like I probably go shopping today. So
perfect.
What about you?
Nice. I'm super addicted to League of Legends again. Like
okay.
Deep in. Like I played a little bit of Valorant this week as well, but I just noticed that I'm not feeling Valorant.
Yeah.
I'm a League gamer again. Like
damn.
I'm considering it being my main game again.
Okay.
Like for real.
Okay?
Mentally, no, definitely not. I mean, League of Legends is my main game. Of course, I'm mentally not okay.
Oh my gosh.
Of course not. No, to be honest, like it was pretty tough. So, you remember when we played together? I was silver, right?
What are you now?
I was like silver 2 or silver 3. I think.
When? Start of no, we were bronze, Julia.
No, I made it to silver. I was like silver 3 or something.
I made it out of silver after we played.
Yeah. After we played.
I
made it to silver. I think silver 3 was the highest. Silver 4 is the lowest, right? And then I think I made it once higher. Like I was silver 4, silver 3. Obviously got my ass carried by one of my friends. Then it might be master, you know what I mean? So anyway. Yeah,
I'll throw it in later,
Yeah. So anyway, and then I started playing solo. And
you deranked?
I don't know how that happened, but 2 weeks ago I somehow ended up being bronze 4. Not even memeing. Bronze 4, 0 LP. Not memeing. I was literally on the verge of being iron.
Can I? Yeah, I just wanted to like. I just wanted to throw this out and like highlight it. Only that you realize that you're almost at the rock bottom of
literally.
Base.
Literally.
But to be fair, I think I'm bronze 2 now.
Okay, so
this is so embarrassing. I don't even want to talk about this. It's
I
you know what? It's like people telling me, and I know how it feels like when you have a certain rank in a game and you know how the rank works, and then people are here being bronze and you see them playing.
I'm not really bronze because you know the
exactly.
Yeah, so we're both we're just bronze. No, but anyway, so I hit rock bottom, bronze 4, 0 LP, losing. Like literally. And the thing is, like, I have a win rate with Lux. Like, if I play Lux support, I'm fine. Like, I can carry the game. So, and then I'm like, the problem is, seriously, like, you have in bronze, if you're that low, you have in every game, you have minimum 1 to 2 people that are like 0 and 12 after 7 minutes. Like,
mostly Yasuo's.
It's insane. Yeah, exactly. Yasuo mains. People that see like, oh, Soul is OP, let me play him, and then they go 0 and 12 after 10 minutes. Anyway, so I just realized, fuck, there's something. I need to start playing a carry role, right? So I can get myself out of this, because I don't want to get carried out of this, to be honest, anymore. I just want to do it myself. I tried everything. I tried playing jungle. I tried playing top. I played mid. I played ADC. And I'm going to be honest, I just got... I was decent. Like, I was playing my lane good, but in the end, I was not able to carry a game as an ADC or something like that. Like, winning my lane, but I'm not a hyper carry kind of person that can turn a game around as an ADC or whatever. So I was like, okay, you know what? I looked at my stats. I was like, I have an 80% win rate as support, so I should probably stick to support, but it's still hard to carry as a support. And then I was like this close of being like, fuck League, I'm gone again. Like, fuck this shit, I'm out. And then I was like, whatever, guys, just suggest what I should play. And then Dark was like, you know what? You should play Blitzcrank. And for some reason, I always hated Blitzcrank. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I don't have any urge of playing him, right? But in that moment, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Insta-locking Blitz, I'm playing it. At this point, 80% win rate, Blitz. I'm currently bronze 2 with 97 LP.
Nice.
I played within 1 week. I went from bronze 4, 0 LP to bronze 2, 97 LP.
You want to be the Blitzcrank to my Xayah?
I can be the Blitzcrank to your Xayah. I'm gonna be honest, people don't know how to sidestep. You just win and I can one-shot people. Like
you can even blind grab.
Exactly. Like there people are just stupid. Like it's literally it is. If you ever want to get out of bronze and you have somewhat of an understanding of how people are moving in the game, just play Blitzcrank. Honestly, like you can change like a complete.
Or Thresh.
Yeah, Thresh. Anything Thresh, Nautilus, Blitzcrank. Yeah, I mostly just play Blitzcrank because it's so fun because you're so fast. Like you just speed around and then you have the emote ha 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 ha. Like I spam
oh my god, you're DMing us all.
Oh yeah, of course, of course, Steffi, please. Of course,
it's League.
It's League of Legends.
I'm always DMing.
So anyway, and now that I'm winning like 80% of my games, I'm having fun, and people are not really banning Blitz either, so. Obviously, probably not going to be able to do that very far because as soon as people are going to learn how to sidestep, I don't know when that happens, probably like around gold or something. Then I'm going to start having issues. But at the moment, like I'm really, really addicted to League again, and I'm literally like I'm sitting here right now, and I'm like, oh fuck, maybe I'm going to have time for a game of League before I leave for meeting my friend later. So yeah, it's that bad. And Nathan is playing with me as well sometimes.
Oh,
like, because he's Nathan just made it to plat. He just like casually played and is plat now.
Casually. Sandro also like, huh?
He's like, oh yeah, I think I can get masters if I keep playing.
Of course he can.
Of course, yeah. Fucking.
It's like, why are they... Sandro is the same. He's always been like diamond masters, right? And it was on a weekend, I think. Let me check. It was on the weekend. He sent me his match history, 10 games winning streak. Yeah. And then he just texted me, check match history, I am your league daddy now. And I was like, okay, this is insane. And I told him even he should try to find, especially like with the small teams we have in Austria, right? He should really just try to get into one.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're trying this right now. It's so funny. Like I told him, when are we doing? No, but we can play together, Julia.
Yeah, of course. Like, let me know. Like, I'm not gonna lie. My blitz in bronze, it looks insane. Like, people are coming in my chat and they're like, "Dude, those hooks, dude. Which eel is that?" I'm like, yeah, it's bronze. And then like, oh, okay, I understand.
Don't say that. You always say. We're masters right now.
Of course.
That's what Ben and I say when people ask.
Of course. So yeah, I'm having a blast in League. Nice. And yeah, with Nathan is just his fucking autism superpower. You know, he can just fucking get fucking high rank in every game. He just plays a little bit. And he just learns new champs while playing ranked all the time. He's just, oh yeah, let me try this, and then just casually gets plat within like, I don't know, a month or something like that.
Crazy.
It's just unfair. And he was like bronze as well. He went from bronze to plat in like while I was in Japan, 3 weeks.
Crazy
or whatever. So
for me, it's with all the items though. I CBA to just and with changes of the items and then counter items. I know the basics, but I'm just too lazy to think in this game. So that's why I'm where I am, and I know it.
Yep. So yeah, and yeah, that's basically it. Then what else? Today I can finally go to gym again. So if you listened to this last week, I finally have been able to start going to a gym again because obviously traveling, tattoo stuff, I had to wait. So excited to work out again and feel good. Then I had yesterday first barbecue of the season.
Nice.
We had new people coming over, a new pair of friends. So
okay.
Basically, my physiotherapist, like I get along with him very well, and Nathan likes him a lot as well. And Sabrina, so the dog trainer, is very good friends with his girlfriend because she started training dogs with her, and I think she's also interested in like dog training in general a lot. And so for some reason I was like, you know what? Because I had like 2 days before I had the barbecue that we planned with Sabrina, Verena and stuff. I was like, you know what? I could just ask them if they want to come over, if that's fine for you guys. And Sabrina was like, oh yeah, sure, of course. She can bring the dog as well. and we had them over yesterday, and it was just such a nice group of people.
Cool.
And I met her for the first time, Miriam. Super, super nice girl. Like, it just felt like, you know, when you meet somebody and it feels like you know the person for a very long time already. So got along very, very well. She brought like snacks for the dogs. She made like 3 different sauces. They brought beer for the boys, and they brought a gift for Mira because it was Mira's birthday like 2 days ago. Mira turned 7, and she brought like a plushie for Mira. And on top of that, both of them, they brought me a sakura tree. So I got like a cherry blossom tree now.
Wow.
Yeah, because I know that I like gardening and stuff. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have my first own cherry blossoms. So yeah,
cool.
It was a really nice weekend and week. But yeah, I think we're gonna go into our ChatGPT thing. And guys, I think, should I read the thingy or are you? Actually, in which order are we gonna do it? Because if you read this and then you read my story first, that would be a lot of reading for you. So it's still fun for you?
Yeah, of course. I don't mind.
Okay, let's do that then. So basically, a listener of the week, guys. We have a special listener of the week today. It is ChatGPT.
And
yeah,
I asked, or basically what I wrote into ChatGPT was like, write a review for a listener who listens to the Derps and Burps podcast. And ChatGPT did it. Here we go, guys. If you're looking for a podcast that's both entertaining and informative, Derps and Burps is definitely worth checking out. The hosts are engaging and witty, and they cover a wide range of topics in a fun and approachable way. Whether you're interested in current events, pop culture, or just want to hear some interesting stories, this podcast has something for everyone. True. One thing I particularly appreciate about Derps and Burps is their willingness to tackle controversial or sensitive topics with empathy and thoughtfulness. They aren't afraid to delve into complex issues. But they do so in a very in a way that's respectful and insightful. It's refreshing to hear hosts who are able to balance human serious discussion so well. I mean, to be fair, we heard that as well often, like in the comments, right?
True.
That's what people said as well. So it can't be wrong. It's just stating facts.
Just facts, guys. Facts. If ChatGPT says it, it's the truth.
Listen. It gets better. The production quality of the podcast is also top notch.
Obviously.
With clear audio and good editing.
Good job, Fudge. Good job.
It's obvious that the hosts put a lot of effort into making each episode engaging and enjoyable. Overall, I highly recommend the Derps and Burps podcast for anyone who's looking for a smart, funny, and thought-provoking listen. Give it a try, and you might just find yourself binge listening to every episode. This sucks, guys.
I mean, what should I say, right?
To be fair, we shouldn't downplay us, like down talk us. This is facts.
I mean, obviously, it's really like general speaking, but like everything said is kind of true. We're funny, we're witty, top-notch quality, top-notch editing, funny as fuck. I mean, clearly we're funny as fuck. No, but it's actually crazy, like how well written it is. So, guys, if you ever need to write a review, you know where to go. By the way, not sponsored by ChatGPT, by the way, but we're just yet. No, but we actually really think it's a really useful tool and a nice tool to use. Also, a short reminder, in case you haven't seen or heard it yet, there is video now on Spotify, first of all. So in case you were too lazy to go on YouTube or whatever, or maybe just open Spotify, press play on a podcast. For the last, this is now the 3rd episode, I think, right? That is on Spotify with video. This one? Yes. 3rd one. Last week and this week's episode, and then the one we're recording right now. So it's the 3rd one on Spotify. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there is actually an option to put video on Spotify. So I hope you also enjoy seeing our faces on Spotify now. But again, if you're not, podcast is still on YouTube, on all the other platforms, as you know. Also, don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. We would really appreciate it. If you watch this, take the 1 second, scroll down, tap on your second monitor, and click on that subscribe. Even if you listen on Spotify, we would still appreciate your subscription. On YouTube, for the simple reason that we actually start reaching a lot of people with our shorts and stuff. But the thing is, we cannot monetize our podcast because we don't have 1,000 followers there yet. We know that there's a lot of people listening and watching the podcast on YouTube. So please do us a favor, double check if you're subscribed yet. If not, please do it. Thank you. I will stop talking about all this kind of stuff. You also know about commenting, likes, thumbs up, bells, you know the shit. You know, I don't need to tell you.
Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everything.
Yeah, you know,
everywhere.
potato, you know where to find us, you know what to do if you want to support us. Thank you for everybody that does. But yeah, let's get into our topic. We let ChatGPT write fan fiction of our current obsessions with us. So I let one be written from ChatGPT. I didn't read it yet. Steffi's gonna read it out for me. What I typed in exactly was, can you write me a fan fiction about MissRage and Noah Sebastian from Bad Omens? Really specific.
All right,
so
I saw a few lines already. They're getting spicy.
Oh my god,
nice.
I'm ready to blush. Jesus, I can tell already that this will make me fall in love even more with him. So
okay, listen.
Jesus Christ.
Are you ready?
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm ready.
Let me clear my throat. All right. It was a chilly autumn night when I replaced MissRage with Julia, okay? So it's more personal.
In the text, it's MissRage, yeah.
Yes. It was a chilly autumn night when Julia met Noah Sebastian for the first time.
You can also just read Noah instead of like Noah Sebastian.
Just for the beginning. Okay. Just for the beginning. Like, you know, you're casual. You're not casual.
Yeah.
She was attending one of his concerts and was blown away by his raw talent and powerful stage presence. After the show, she made her way backstage to meet him. How much did you pay her?
Oh, all the money. Honestly, I'd pay all the money. Not turned out really realistic. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, let's go. Noah was taken aback by Julia's striking appearance. Her long, dark hair cascaded down her back, and her piercing brown eyes seemed to look right through him. They struck up a conversation, and Noah found himself drawn to her wit and intelligence. Over the next few weeks,
drawn to her wit and intelligence.
I just realized. Over the next few weeks, they began to spend more time together. They would talk for hours about music, art, and their shared passion for gaming. Noah was impressed by Julia's skill and knowledge of the gaming world, and he soon found himself falling for her. That's how you get him. That's how you get him. Julia.
I know how to get in.
All right.
You saw my gaming skills.
Bros for
a leak. That's what got him. Oh my
god. One night, as they sat together on the couch playing a game, Noah leaned in and kissed Julia softly on the lips. She responded eagerly, and they soon found themselves tangled in a passionate embrace. Okay, yours is juicy.
Okay.
As a relation, I don't know. It was like just boom,
boom.
He just wanted to fuck you. He just wanted to fuck you.
Okay.
Understandable. Let's go. As the relationship deepened, Noah began to write songs inspired by Julia. He would pour his heart and soul into each lyric, and Julia would listen in awe as he sang them to her. Despite the challenges of a long-distance relationship, they continued to make it work. They would video chat every night, sharing stories and laughing until the early hours of the morning. Whenever Noah was on tour, Julia would join him, cheering him on from the side of the stage.
I would.
As their love grew stronger, Noah knew he wanted to spend the rest of his life with Julia. He planned a surprise proposal during one of his shows, and Julia was overjoyed when he got down on one knee and asked her to marry him.
I'm out. That's it.
This is the shit. This is the shit. This is
Oh
exactly
my God.
Yeah, the romantic shit you need. Now, they're happily married, touring the world together and making beautiful music both on and off stage. Noah still writes songs inspired by Julia. And she continues to be his biggest inspiration and support system. They're proof that true love knows no boundaries and that gaming and music can bring people together in the most unexpected ways.
Dude, what the fuck?
That's good. That's good.
I like how it just like it knows exactly like what buttons to be pressed. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, this is like the short essay, and this could be like a whole story. You know what I mean? Like you can specify so many things and throw in even more in between. Like insane, good story,
dude. I'm honest. I'm gonna have a nice dream tonight. I think. I'm gonna have some. Okay. Are you ready for yours, Steffi?
No, but start.
Okay. But I'm surprised, like, it even got sexual. You know what I mean?
It
got sexual, like, it got married, she wrote songs about me. ChatGPT knew about our both passions for gaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Knows that I would tour with him everywhere. I would. Honestly, ChatGPT already knows me way too well. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of scary. Maybe I'm also just like really mainstream, like every like random girl that.
Or you're just simping a lot on Twitter and everywhere. It takes everything.
Probably.
Oh no, it doesn't take the new thing in. It's like until 2022, I think.
Oh, it is?
2021.
Okay. Maybe.
So
then...
even more surprising, I'd say.
True, actually, yeah. Actually, true. But yeah, how would I rate the story? I would rate it like a 10 out of 10, to be honest, because like hit all the sweet spots. Was very well written. It had some details about him and me, the dark hair, the gaming, a lot of assumptions, obviously, but I'm all here for it. Okay, so. Then Steffi asked ChatGPT, can you write me a fan fiction about a girl called SenpaiHades and Hyunjin from Stray Kids? Do I pronounce it correctly? Hyunjin?
Yeah.
Hyunjin? Okay. Hyunjin. I'm going to replace SenpaiHades later on also with Steffi.
Yeah.
Okay. So, or just Hades. What do you prefer, Steffi?
Just Steffi.
Okay. The title.
I even got a title. Julia didn't get a title.
I didn't get a title. No.
Yeah.
But Steffi's got a title. Her story is titled "Falling for the Star." Cringe. I'm sorry.
Hey.
No, I'm kidding.
That was yours.
It's okay. I would. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, let's start. I'm sorry already for any mistakes while reading because I have dyslexia. Okay, but I'm gonna do my best. It's fine. SenpaiHades had always been a big fan of K-pop, but there was one group that stood out above the rest: Stray Kids. She was especially drawn to Hyunjin, with his captivating smile, mesmerizing dance moves. Yep. She had watched countless videos of him and dreamed of one day meeting him. Correct till now. I know that all of this is so far correct. One day, Steffi was walking down the street when she saw someone who looked familiar. It was Hyunjin from Stray Kids. Her heart raced as she approached him, hoping she wasn't just imagining this. Quotation marks. Excuse me, are you Hyunjin from Stray Kids? She asked nervously.
Just to make sure.
Exactly. Hey, just you know, making sure. Hyunjin smiled warmly. Yes, I am. It's nice to meet you. Steffi couldn't believe her luck. She had just met her idol in person. They chatted for a few minutes and Hyunjin was kind enough to take a picture with her. As he walked away, Steffi couldn't stop smiling. Over the next few days, Steffi found herself thinking about Hyunjin constantly. She watched Stray Kids music videos and listened to their songs on repeat. But it wasn't just the music that she was drawn to. It was Hyunjin himself. Perfect.
Okay, mine is pretty cringe. Yeah, it's like a very general.
It's fine. It's fine. She started following him on social media and found herself as if she wouldn't follow him.
As if I'm not already.
Okay. She probably played like hard to get.
Yeah, exactly.
She started following him on social media and found herself liking and commenting on his posts. To her surprise, he responded to some of her comments and they started chatting online. Steffi couldn't believe it. She was actually talking to her idol. I just don't like how they say idol all the time in yours.
That's the thing, yeah.
Like the only
An
thing.
idol is what they are, so.
Yeah, fair.
Internet, right? They just ChatGPT takes it.
Yeah. As they talked more, Steffi realized that Hyunjin was not just a talented performer, but also a kind and thoughtful person. She found herself falling for him more and more each day. One day, Hyunjin surprised her by sending her a message asking if she wanted to meet up. Steffi was over the moon. They arranged to meet at a cafe, and as soon as she saw him, her heart skipped a beat.
To be fair, like, it's always like, when you read that, it's like, oh yeah, it's fanfiction stuff, right? But just imagine, same with Noah, just imagine you getting a fucking message. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'd pass out 100%.
Yes, same. Same.
So let's move on. They talked for hours. Steffi felt like she had known Hyunjin forever. They laughed and shared stories, and she found herself feeling like she was in a dream. As the day turned into the night, they walked around the city holding hands and enjoying each other's company. Aww. When it was time to say goodbye, Steffi felt a pang of sadness. Pang? Is that? Okay. A pang. Okay. A pang of sadness. She didn't want the day to end. As she walked home, Steffi realized that she was falling for the star. She knew that their relationship would be complicated, with Hyunjin being a celebrity and all, but she was willing to take the risk.
I am.
Oh man. She had found someone who made her heart sing, and she wasn't going to let that go. From that day on, Steffi and Hyunjin were inseparable. They went on secret dates and talked on the phone late into the night. Steffi had never been happier, and she knew that her love for Hyunjin would never fade. Aww.
Mine is not as spicy as yours, though. Yours is more personal.
Yeah, mine is like kind of like, oh yeah, instantly like best buds into love story, into marriage. Okay, straight to the point.
True.
But still, like it's yours is like a light, nice, like romantic kind of. It reminded me of the date you had with Max at the cafe. You know what I mean? Kind of.
Yes, our Valentine's.
The Valentine's date.
Valentine's date, yeah.
Maybe they got inspired by that. So, how would you rate your story?
I would give it, because I would still do all of it and I would fucking die, right? So I would still give it. It's not spicy, so I'll give it a 7. 7 out of 10.
The spicy was missing.
I really have to say, the personal connection.
Yeah, I really have to say, like you could tell that ChatGPT didn't know as much about you.
Yeah.
As about me.
It's also it thinks a guy. That's why I had to add a girl called SenpaiHades.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try with StephaniaHades, because that's the older content, you know what I mean?
Probably. The thing is, like, Steffi is just changing her fucking name on social media like every 3 weeks.
True.
So
I think that's it, because there's not much stuff of SenpaiHades. I need to change it to StephaniaHades. I'll do that after this episode.
Yeah.
I'll just play around a little bit.
So yeah, guys, you know, if you ever want the fanfictions of you and your...
Yes, this is still, even if you just want a nice fantasy for whatever reason you want to do later, right? It just gives you inspo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not bad.
Okay, let's say hypothetically, right? You and your partner,
hypothetically, yeah.
You know, you like to write each other like nice stories, but maybe you're not as inspired or as great with words. Just ask for some help to be like, write me a romantic date idea for, I don't know, me and my partner. or
Yep.
write a romantic message towards my partner. You know, if you're struggling with that kind of things, like I would always obviously give it like a personal touch when it comes to that. Like, for example, the only thing that was wrong in my story, it said that I had piercing blue eyes.
Yeah.
But I have brown ones. That's the only thing. But I knew the hair color. I knew the gaming and everything. Like, I have to say, beside of the eyes, I give this a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it is a fucking good story. Yours is a fucking good story.
Really? And then they complimented me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you noticed that. That one, like, witty, intelligent, funny, like, all of those kind of things.
It did.
And yours, that's the only thing I kind of didn't like about you, about your story, is it portrayed you as, like, this super fangirl. It didn't really, like...
Yeah.
It was more, like, more based on him.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it was really, like, basic. But yeah, mine, I have to say, hit the spot for me.
Yeah, yours is good. Yours is everything.
I enjoyed. So yeah, you're gonna use it more for some interesting stories.
I'm gonna make this work better now. I'm gonna adjust things, guys. I'm gonna rewrite things. I'm gonna make the
story more about SenpaiHades, less about Yujin.
I will try with my old name.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, I think that might be actually it. As you said, like, since it takes like only information till 2020, you said?
21, I think.
Oh, yeah. 21.
And that was around the time when I changed my name, so
yeah, that would definitely make sense. But yeah, like, again, I think it's a super fun thing to do. I hope you enjoyed that. Also, guys, we're planning to in the future make another Smash or Pass episode. This time the way we're gonna do it though is that I'm gonna choose 10 pictures for Steffi, and Steffi's gonna choose 10 pictures for me. And then
10 celebrities based on MissRage's preferences.
Oh my god, let's see if it
as an AI language model. Okay, we have to I need to specify.
Okay.
I will try that.
Actually,
The Rock Johnson,
oh
Beyonce.
My god. The Rock, totally my dude.
What the fuck is happening here?
Oh my god.
I need to specify that.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, we gonna do another Smash or Pass. If you have any people that you want us to put into this Smash or Pass episode for each other, we're gonna go through the comments. It can be anything. It can be celebrities, it can be cartoon characters, video game characters, it can be fictional characters, musicians, whatever it is, right? Like it can be also other streamers, internet personalities, whatever it is. Feel free to leave comments of people that you would like to have our opinions on. Maybe we could do even like a few that I choose for you, a few that you choose for me, and then we do a category community Smash or Pass.
Sounds
where the community decides which one we should both smash or pass on.
Yep. Sounds good.
So feel free to give your input on this one, guys. We always love to integrate you into our episodes. As you heard ChatGPT already say, we're really interactive with you guys. So let's keep that up. Thank you so much for the support as per usual. See you again next week on Monday with a new episode. Yeah, thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day and see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.